Hey everybody, this is Jake Speed with Speed Maverick Garage coming to you here today from ice cold freezing Wisconsin. It's 12/15/2025, December 15th, and I put a timestamp on this video because this is all as of today. This is what we are figuring out, and this is an idea that I had after listening to what happened to Whistle and Diesel. And I thought that maybe some of the other people in the other states who are having a crackdown put on them would be interested in what I have discovered here. And what I figured out is that, if you've got a vehicle and you're not driving it as a resident, you're driving it as a rental, then maybe we might just have a situation where we can get around that crackdown of this vehicle being in your state while registered in another state. Places like California and Utah and others are really clamping down. So let's go through this. We call this video the Montana LLC loophole, a potential workaround amid crackdowns. And here's an important disclaimer. This is not legal, financial, or tax advice. I'm just a car guy sharing an idea I've researched and thought through based on publicly available information. I'd consider this myself if I were using the Montana LLC method, but laws change fast, and what's legal in one state might not fly in another. Always consult a qualified attorney, tax professional, or your local DMV before trying anything. This is for educational purposes only. Do your own due diligence to avoid fines, seizures, or worse. There's no guarantees here, so I'm adding this: check with your local attorney. And when I do that, I use prepaid legal, and I have been using it since the 80s, and it costs me less than $40 a month. There's no paid deal here or anything. I'm just telling you how I get around getting advice for stuff like this and getting it a reasonable fee that I can afford. So, what is the Montana LLC loophole? Montana has no state sales tax on vehicles and no emissions or smog requirements. So, to take advantage, people have formed a limited liability company, an LLC in Montana, which costs around $1,000 via services like Dirt Legal or Ride Legal. The LLC purchases and registers the vehicle. Um, you get Montana plates, avoiding sales tax up to 10 to 13% compared to high tax states like California, and you get around the smog checks. It's legal in Montana, and many use it for luxury cars, RVs, boats. Montana registers more vehicles per capita than anywhere else. This has saved people billions in taxes, but it's a gray area when you drive and garage the vehicle in your home state. The crackdown. Why states are coming after it. States like California, Utah, Tennessee, Wyoming, and Georgia are tightening the screws. If the vehicle is primarily used or garaged in their state over 30 days, they claim jurisdiction and demand back taxes and penalties. Tools, license plate readers, toll scams or cams, like scams, data sharing laws like Utah's SB 52 targets $100 million in evaded revenue. High profile case: YouTuber Whistle and Diesel, Cody Ditweiler, got arrested in Tennessee for using a Montana LLC on a 400K Ferrari he destroyed on video. No audit, just a raid. $2 million bond and $30,000 tax claim. It sparked debates on X about government overreach. Risks: fines, doubling your tax bill, vehicle seizures, even criminal charges if seen as evasion. The loophole's glory days are fading. States argue it's a sham if you're not truly operating from Montana. Well, here's where my idea comes in. The loophole to the loophole. Turn your LLC into a private car rental agency. Here's the twist I've researched. Convert your Montana LLC into a legitimate private vehicle rental business. Instead of owning the car personally, rent it to yourself or others in 30-day cycles. This shifts it from being a personal vehicle to a business asset on interstate lease. Potentially bypassing residency rules under federal commerce laws and state exemptions for rentals. Why it might work. Rentals create documented temporary use, not permanent occupancy. Many states exempt leased vehicles from certain taxes if it's a bona fide business, like California rules for out-of-state rentals. A simple website for bookings and payments satisfies active business requirements and avoids the sham LLC flags. Renew monthly to keep it fresh. Low. Well, this is where I disagree with what AI is saying here. I believe that if you're going to run a rental car business and you're going to charge somebody a rental, why don't you just go ahead and have that monthly fee, make the payments, pay the insurance, and show that this is not a sham shell pass through that you're just trying to use as a shelter, when you could actually call this a legitimate for-profit business and actually keeping real books. So my advice in this situation, don't do the low deal. Run this like a legitimate business. Make it look like the LLC is attempting to make a profit. Then you have a lot better defense than just running a 30-day deal. I don't agree with that. I think AI is wrong here. And this is from Grok, by the way. This is all done in Grok. This is presumptively legally based on Montana statutes and IRS precedents for interstate leasing. But again, not advice. Test with the pros. Get an attorney. So, the step-by-step, how to set it up, hypothetically, of course. If you're exploring this, here's a high-level outline. Costs or estimates, research current fees. Amend or form your LLC as a rental entity. Use Montana's Secretary of State site. Amend existing LLC to include vehicle, leasing, and rental in the purpose. No physical office needed, just a registered agent, $50 to a couple $100 a year. Total under $300 if just amending. Get business basics in place. Obtain a free employer identification number, which you probably should have already had, from the IRS. Switch to commercial rental insurance via Hagerty or specialty providers for LLC fleets. About $1,000 to $2,000 a year. Covers interstate use. Cool. Ensure compliance with Montana's general business regs. No special rental license required for private agencies. Build a simple website for rentals. Use free cheap tools like Squarespace or WordPress. Create a basic site, like montanaeliterides.com or something to that effect, with a booking form. Offer 30-day rentals, accept payments via Stripe integration for credit cards. Okay, so you can just go ahead and take and pay that through. Generate PDF rental agreements automatically. And there's templates online that you can pick up. Charge a nominal fee to yourself. Well, again, I wouldn't do the $30 a month thing. This provides, it's a functioning rental op, not a shell. Operate and document. Rent the vehicle to yourself monthly. Pay via the site. Save the receipts and the agreements. If pulled over or audited, show the rental docs. It's a Montana-based business vehicle on temporary lease, not your personal property. Track everything for taxes. You might owe on rental income, but it's minimal and could offset. First year setup, under $2,000. Savings, still dodge full tax, sales tax, and you get out from the smog stuff. So anyway, a couple potential benefits and risks. The pros, it keeps the Montana plates legal, ish. I believe legal, period. Avoids occupancy taxes, adds legitimacy. Could save $10,000 on a $100,000 car. The risks. States might challenge it as a sham. Laws evolve. Post-whistle and diesel scrutiny. Insurance costs rise. Paperwork hassle. If not done right, backfire with the IRS audits. But you're going to do it right, correct? This idea removes jurisdiction from your home state by framing it as an interstate commerce. But certainly, verify all of this with your own personal legal advisor in your state. If your legal advisor green lights this, it could get folks out of hot water while the loophole's still viable. Share your stories in the comments. Has this helped? What's your state's latest crackdown? Remember, I'm just brainstorming here as a problem solver in the car world. Stay safe, drive smart, and always lawyer up. And I'm going to repeat the disclaimer. This isn't advice. Consult professionals. Laws as of 2025. Things change. Do your research. Anyway, I hope this helps. Speed Maverick here. Please like and subscribe, share the video, and get the word out on this. I think this is a pretty decent idea, and I hope it helps someone out.